Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I've jumped on today to do a video. It's probably going to be slightly longer than the other ones I've done before. I'm getting a bit braver. So what I'm going to be doing today, I've obviously seen some really good YouTube videos doing these, but I'm going to have a little go at doing it myself. I'm going to be creating a artificial floral arrangement in one of these buckets. Now originally they came from Poundland, and like I say, they're really nice as they are, but I decided to paint this one white using a chalk paint, which was Antique White by Rust-Oleum, and that's because I just want to put my own words across. So what I'm going to do is take a Posca paint pen, but if you don't have one of those, you can just use a Sharpie or a different kind of marker, and I'm going to attempt to write in that like Rae Dunn style. I'm going to write, because it's flowers, I'm going to write bloom. So you're going with the tall, thin writing. My main reason for doing this, to be honest, is because I am not yet brilliant at doing calligraphy. I have been trying to learn it. I've got a little book. So Butler, I have got a book to try and learn calligraphy. You can do stuff on your printer as well. There's a really clever way of doing it, apparently, if you don't have one of those, I don't know how to say, those machines where you can use either sellotape or contact paper on your printer, but unfortunately our printer doesn't have any ink in it at the moment, and it's one of those things, it's about £30 or something to buy printer ink, and there's always something else more important to spend £30 on. Even if I've got the spare money, it's one of them things. I'm not very good at being responsible and being sensible with money. So yeah, what I'll do when I come off camera, I will neaten it up, but I've written bloom on there because I get a bit nervous when I'm videoing as well and writing, but I will go back over it. So I've written bloom, and inside, I've already done this because I figured people wouldn't really want to watch me doing it on camera. I cut up some of that. I think it's called Oasis, and it's like a block. It's the dry one because these are dried flowers, and it was £2.50 and Wilkinson's, and there's enough to do 2 of these with, so I'll use the other bucket to do another one, maybe as a Mother's Day gift or something. And then what I did was I bought some artificial flowers. I was looking everywhere for artificial flowers. I couldn't be bothered driving to the range because that's a different car park, and they're really funny about you leaving your car on there and nipping into town. Same Dunelm's out of town as well, so I couldn't find any in Home Bargains. I ended up in Wilkinson's, but again there wasn't a brilliant choice, so I ended up with these. I think, I'm not great on flowers, I think they're lilies. And I've already, again, I've done it off camera. I used some wire cutters and they were really rusty, so it took ages, and I got a scratch on my hand from it, so it's a good job I didn't do it on camera. So like, all I'm going to do really is just take them, and I am not a flower arranger or anything, I'm just going to put them in here. Now I might end up coming off camera to do this, because I might get, it might go wrong, but you get the idea. I'm just going to place them in here. Oh, I got a bunch of roses as well. So the lilies came with lilies, and this, it's got a name I can't pronounce. So this came with the lilies. That's more like foliage stuff. And that was £2.50, and the roses, sorry, they were £1.50. I have seen people get nicer. Oh, and the roses, they came on the lily arrangement as well. I have seen people get like nicer flowers than this from places like the Range, or yeah, the Range and Dunelm. I'm looking everywhere for eucalyptus because I've seen, again, so I'm starting with that. I might not even use all these. I've seen people, particularly Rosie Henshaw, who I literally idolise her on here. I love her YouTube channel. Every time she posts a new video, I'm like on it straight away. Same with Chelsea Bowen as well, but I think Rosie particularly is amazing. Like the stuff she does, I would just love to be so good at crafts. She's so talented. So yeah, so here we go. It's not too bad actually, considering I'm just shoving them in as and when. Sometimes I'm always like that with like crafts and stuff. Sometimes you can't overthink things too much. You've just got to sort of go for it. I'm like that when I'm doing my makeup as well, like as you can probably tell by looking at me. Same with my hair. I'm following this curly girl method I mentioned on my last video, where I haven't straightened it. I used to straighten it, but it was getting really thin, falling out, really damaged, so I've not straightened it since the end of April. I'm pleased with it. on the whole, it needs a good cut really bad, but I don't trust just anyone to cut my hair because I had a couple of really bad haircuts when I was younger that destroyed my hair. But it's just around here and that it does need shaping, and I've not had a colour done for about 14 months either. So it's kind of a mix. People are like, oh, your hair colour is really nice, but no, my natural colour is dark red, and then this is just the remnants of like a blonde sort of highlight job that I had done about 13, 14 months ago. It does need something doing with it, but again, it's one of them things. I can't be bothered going and sitting there in the hairdresser. It takes about 5 hours. No, I'm exaggerating. About 4 hours to do my hair, maybe 3.5 if they're being super quick. So here we go. So yeah, so I'm just pushing the flowers in. I'll neaten this up a little bit in the video. Here's my daughter's here. She's so embarrassed by me doing the YouTube videos. So yeah, this is kind of the idea. I will neaten it up off camera because I'm conscious that people might find it a little bit boring watching me shove flowers into a oasis, but this is a really great craft to try. It's quite a bit of preparation work with the painting and the chopping up the flowers unless you're able to buy single stem flowers, but it is worth it, and you can do them as like a nice Mother's Day gift as well. They are maybe look a bit jumbled in, but I will finish it off. Maybe I'll work out how to like add a picture at the end of the finished product, because I have got like a little editing app. It's called Video Editor, but it's really like annoying to use because I've tried to insert pictures that I thought I could use as my thumbnail, but they haven't uploaded. I don't know if there's some kind of copyrights or things. I don't know who'd want to copy a picture of me anyway, but I don't know. So I will try and add a picture at the end of the finished. If any of you 10 subscribers or like 7 people who sometimes view my videos can make it through to the end, then maybe you'll see it. Comment anyway if you like this craft, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Adios!